Hey everyone, this is Carmine, co-founder of the law firm marketing agency WiseMedia, and today we're talking about local SEO for attorneys because 93% of all online experiences begin with a search engine, meaning that your ideal client is probably on Google looking for their city plus a certain practice area. It's how they're finding law firms and attorneys and researching them. And if you could be on the first page for your city plus a practice area and other related keywords like I'll be teaching you in this video, you could be generating tons of growth and leads organically. The best part about local SEO is when you do it right and you have all the foundational work completed, you're essentially going to generate leads and revenue on autopilot without having to do any kind of advertising and without lifting any fingers. Now, your marketing team and you probably already know that SEO is important. You may already be optimizing the technical aspects of your website, building authoritative backlinks, managing your online reputation, and so on. But something that's very overlooked and misunderstood is local SEO, because you could actually be driving much more revenue and growth by focusing on your local areas versus going national. And local SEO really is just the strategy of optimizing your website, your business for your local area and all the services you provide, because odds are you already service people in your local area and that's what you're focusing on to begin with. But something we see at WiseMedia all the time is attorneys starting a little bit too broad and actually trying to market themselves and do their SEO in a national sense when really they should be niching down on their local area. That's why step number one, getting started with local SEO, is doing your keyword research. You want to be targeting keywords primarily that focus on your cities and the surrounding regions with the exact practice areas and services you offer. This is actually pretty simple and straightforward. You might target keywords like Toronto immigration lawyer or New York divorce attorney. It's going to be your city, that main place you're in, where your firm's located, and then your main service. Now, we're also going to be diving deeper into all the different practice areas like I'll be talking about in a minute, but just at a higher level, typically your main keyword for, let's say, your homepage will be your city plus that main practice area. You can use a free keyword research tool like Uber Suggests, which I've recommended before. Simply just type in your city plus practice area, click search. It'll give you more ideas. It'll give you competition levels, metrics, search volume, and other things that are really important. But keep in mind that every page on your website should be targeting one keyword at a time. It can have some keyword variations and secondary keywords, but really you want to have one main keyword. For example, on your homepage, you might be targeting New York divorce attorney, but then on your inner service pages, you might be targeting things like spousal support attorney and property division attorney, those other services you offer that people would also be looking for. This gives you more opportunities to rank on the first page of Google for many different keywords that are still relevant to you and what your clients need help with. Now, once you have these keywords, you're probably going to be thinking, where do I actually use them? And there's a few different areas on each page they need to be placed in. The first area is the title tag and the meta description. This is going to be the information that they see on the search engine results page on Google. It's going to be the title and then that description that's placed underneath it. I recommend using a plugin like Yoast if you're on WordPress, because it allows you to easily edit your metadata for every page within a few clicks. Now, also needs to be within the URL, the address of each page. Now, sometimes when you create a page from scratch, it can create a weird or random URL structure. And in the most ideal situation, it'll actually be just the keyword, but make sure just to fit it in there naturally. And that's when the search engines come and visit that page, they analyze it, they can right away from that first few pieces of metadata see that it's about that specific keyword and topic. And then actually within the page's content itself, it should be placed in there a few times with some keyword variations and secondary keywords you'd like to be found for, and also within the header tags that divide the page's content. I also recommend having your marketing team place the keywords within the file names of images and media, and also the alternative text in case the image can't load or someone's using a screen reader. Once this is completed and your website is optimized for these local keywords, you have your homepage optimized, your about page, you have local service pages, now it's time to do something called city clusters. This is something we focus on really hard at WiseMedia for our attorney clients and also our own business. I think it's one of the most effective ways to actually spread your business into many different cities, get a lot of different clients and leads constantly coming in. And the idea is creating service pages specifically for the cities you service. For example, at a higher level, you might be a Toronto immigration lawyer, but then you can also have pages deeper in the website that are for Niagara, St. Catharines, Hamilton, Mississauga, Oakville, and all the different surrounding areas. So not only do people find you when they search for Toronto immigration lawyer, but all these individual cities as well. So a cool example is actually this lawyer here from Toronto, Ontario, Canada. If you scroll to the bottom of their website, you can see all these different areas that they service. You can see that no matter what page we navigate to, they're targeting a local SEO keyword, and it's nearly the same landing page and all the components of a successful landing page. They explain the service, they use social proof, videos, testimonials, and strong calls to action. So what you can actually do is create a template and have your marketing team do this, and then essentially just fill it out with new copy every time, targeting that new keyword for that specific city with what I outlined earlier about where to place them. Thirdly, we can move on to optimizing your Google My Business profile. If you don't already have one, make sure to get one. It's essentially a free Google listing that will appear on the search engine results page when people search for a specific location or service. And also keep in mind that the box with the listings actually appears above the organic results. So it's the first thing that people see. So optimizing your Google My Business profile should be very, very high up there in your local SEO priorities. And the first step is entering complete data. So with your page, make sure there's accurate information, hours, locations, categories. Make sure that you're also adding a lot of photos and videos of your team, your location, your office, and so on. Then it's essential that you write a really captivating description. Now, this essentially is copywriting and producing sales copy. So you really want to focus on the benefits of working with your firm, the value proposition, what makes it different. Use a call to action, perhaps to get a consultation, but also, once again, make sure you're using those local SEO keywords. Mention the cities you're servicing, the exact practice areas, and then you'll rank higher on Google when people search those. I also highly recommend that you ask your clients to leave a review on Google, because not only does this act as social proof, and it increases your conversions because people can see that they can trust your firm, you do a good job, but it also boosts your ranking. So make sure after working with a client for some time, just to ask them to leave a quick review on Google. It only takes 30 seconds and it'll have a huge impact on your business performance. And now to recap, local SEO for attorneys is essentially the strategy of optimizing your website, content, pages, and assets like Google My Business for the exact practice areas and locations you're providing. If you want to learn more about legal marketing or schedule a free consultation with the WiseMedia team, you can go into the description, click the link to visit our website. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.